What's going on, guys? Back on YouTube here with another video. Thanks again for checking it out. Of course, always been a pleasure to give you some service, of course, and give you some little bit of entertainment. So, if for those of you who are new, of course, my name is Ryan Williams, big Arsenal fan. On here, I talk about the games, review it, give you my personal comments on any of the news and rumours, transfers when it's about, and that's it, man. Give you my personal opinions, isn't it? If you agree or disagree, leave it in the comment sections, of course. Always let everybody, I'd always like to hear everybody's opinion, etc., etc. Of course, I'm on Twitter as well and Instagram. It's all in the description. So let's get into why we're here, of course. Talk to you about the game yesterday. Arsenal 5, Nottingham Forest, 0 in the Carabao Cup yesterday. And I have to say it was a very excellent game for us to watch. You know, I was with my family and that. And they're not all Gooners, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Got a Liverpool supporter there as well, but yeah. So anyways, enough on that one. But I was very impressed with the display that Arsenal played yesterday. Looked more a unit for starters. There was a lot more fluidity into the team compared to the first team. I mean, there were some first team players out there, but not many starters. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no Aubameyang. There was no, obviously, Lacazette's injured. No Pepe. Do you know what I mean? No Leno. No Luiz. No Socrates. No Kolasinac. Do you know what I mean? It was just players you don't really see play that much. Some players screaming for a first team chance to be in the starting first team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, first name on the team sheet. Reece Nelson, Joe Willock. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, players you don't see a lot. So let's get into the stats before I even get into the lineup, of course. In the total shots between both teams. So we have Arsenal total shots 27 to Notts County's 5. 8 were on target for Arsenal. 1 was for Nottingham Forrest, sorry. 68 possession for Arsenal, 32 for Nottingham Forest. 642 passes to Forest's 331. Pass accuracy 91 for Arsenal, Forest 78. And to be honest with you, we pretty much dominated that game. 15 corners we had. And I'm sure, if my memory serves me right, we had at least 7 in the first half. 7 to 9, if I can remember, memory serves me right. Which, I have to say, you know, it is Nottingham Forest, you know what I'm saying? It's like a team that's in the Championship. But let's not discredit Nottingham Forest. They did knock out Arsenal in the FA Cup last year, 4-2. And they have a big game coming up on Friday against Stoke City. And they do need to prepare for that, of course. If they win, they go top of the Championship. It's early doors, but it's going to be a long season for Nottingham Forest. But let's get into the lineup here for Arsenal. And I have to say, I was all right with this lineup. You know, I had no problems with it. There's a couple players who I was very excited to see. The likes of Rob Holding getting back into the team. You know, he actually got injured like, about nearly a year ago now. Like, and we have the same team where he got injured. We're playing against the same team where he got injured in Old Trafford at Manchester United next Monday, which we will talk about near the end of this video, by the way. So it was a very exciting moment to see him, the likes of Tierney, our new signing, our new left back. You know what I mean? Of course, he's played a couple minutes against Wolves in the under-23 game with Hector Bellerin, of course, who also was on the bench for this one. Let's just get into the lineup here. So pretty much 4-2-3-1 here that Emery went for. And there was a lot of rumours basically saying how he basically let Freddie Ljungberg take the reins in this game. So apparently Ljungberg was the manager for this game, but who knows? That is the rumour that's out there. And if that's true, then I guess in the long-term plans, as Ljungberg is to be. I should hope so. You know what I mean? As he is Unai's second. I mean, it looks like we could be in good hands here. The fluidity. Sorry, I can never get that word right. The fluidity in Arsenal's play yesterday. I mean, we could be in good hands. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Enough of the chit chat. We had Emi Martinez in goal, who I felt, you know, he didn't really do anything. Let's be real. Pretty comfortable for him. It was pretty much, you know, a lesser performance for him compared to Eintracht Frankfurt. Of course, the quality of Frankfurt and Nottingham Forrest there, do you know what I'm saying? With all due respect to Nottingham Forest, do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really much of a busy game for him, but another clean sheet, that's always good to hear, do you know what I'm saying? So let's start out on the right back position, Callum Chambers. This guy, I've been saying it in past videos here and there, like, he is something you have to look at right now. Our defence right now in the first team is poor. Socrates, Luiz, Ainsley Maitland-Niles on the right, Kolasinac on the left. I mean, Callum Chambers can play all of those positions. And I'm not going to say, you know, he's the superstar centre-back, the superstar right-back, holding midfielder, etc., wherever he plays. You know where he plays, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be here and say, okay, he's the answer to our problems. No, it's a long process, as we all know, within repairing Arsenal's defence. Now, given the fact that Callum Chambers has literally, every time this guy has played a game this season, has had something successful. His first game, pairing up with, I'm pretty sure it was with David Luiz within the first game at Newcastle, kept a clean sheet. No problem. 1-0 win. A good away day. You know, Arsenal are questionable with their away form, but we did okay in that game. We did well. Do you know what I'm saying? He was part of that defense. The second was last Thursday against Eintracht Frankfurt, where we went up there and I don't know how, but we won the game 3-0. Another partnership pairing with him and David Luiz. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. In fact, sorry, my apologies. He's actually with Socrates for the Newcastle game. But since Callum Chambers has been dropped, we have been conceded. You know, we did beat Burnley at home. Yeah, we did beat Burnley at home 2-1. You know, I mean, we got lucky with that. Let's be real. Apologies for itchy nose. But come on, his performance yesterday, he played out of his skin again. Like, if this isn't telling Unai Emery or even the Callum Chambers doubters that he does deserve a chance to play in the defence, or even matter of fact against Manchester United coming up, then this game was for nothing. It's as simple as that. He has to play. He's got to keep up the momentum. Do you know what I'm saying? So Chambers, man, definitely for me, he was man of the match yesterday. Outstanding. 3 assists. 3 assists. You can't get any better than that. And the first assist was with quality, man. If you haven't seen that goal, make sure you see it. I have to say, a whip into the box. I'm pretty sure it was from Joe Willock. No, Reece Nelson. I do apologise. Reece Nelson got the ball off Joe Willock. Joe Willock looking to kite it in, and then I just mixed it up. Apologies. Nevertheless, whipped in the ball. Callum Chambers literally knocked it back onto a volley for Gabriel Martinelli to header it in. Excellent goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Chambers has some quality here. He was playing as a holding midfielder at Fulham last season. Yes, they did get relegated, and he was their player of the season on loan from Arsenal. And you saw the amount of players that came in for Fulham. So if I'm not being a good lawyer for Callum Chambers, then I'm sorry, but he has to play. It's as simple as that. Next up, Squadron Mustafi, and another good game for him. I really have to say, like, he's kept it cool, he's kept it calm, he hasn't done anything erratic. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've all been bantering on about Mustafi for a while, and to be honest with you, you know, it's not exactly him. He's not exactly getting the boos like Granit Xhaka's been getting lately. And he did get that last season, but it was what it was. He did deserve some of it, but no one deserves to get booed when they're coming off the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has their own opinion, but don't be booing guys on the pitch. I'm still not down, booing Xhaka as much as I criticize and you can't do that to anyone, man. That's not cool. Do you know what I mean? You could boo him, but not in the stadium, man. Do you know what I mean? That's just not cool. But anyways, other than that, Squadron had a very good game. Alongside the returning Rob Holding, and he didn't look. He looked good, man. He looked very, very composed on the ball. I mean, yes, the quality of the attackers of Nottingham Forest compared to some other teams in the Premier League. But let's be honest, man. Again, I'm not criticising Nottingham Forest, but you know what? It's not a League Two team that, knocks you out and holds you back for probably 90 minutes. But nevertheless, I mean, they did what they could. Rob Holding had a fantastic game and he got a goal. Welcome back, Rob Holding. I was very happy with that. And, he even got the captain's armband from Mesut Ozil when he come off the pitch. And we'll talk about Mesut Ozil's performance when we get to him. And, a lot of people have been screaming he should start at Old Trafford. And you know what? I'm not sure, man. I'd like that. And we have to look at our options here. Like, again, Mustafi had a good game, but a lot of people going to trust Mustafi pairing up with David Luiz or even Socrates. I don't know about that one. Do you know what I'm saying? But Callum Chambers, he's more prone to get pushed out to the right. Maybe central. He has played there this season, but again, I don't know. But Holden, I mean, he's worked his arse off to get back to this point. He has played a couple games with the under-23s, as I've projected earlier in this video, as well as Tierney and Bellerin, who we'll get to. So, for me, he travelled with the squad to Frankfurt. He didn't play. He got a game out in the Carabao Cup, as we all kind of knew that was going to happen. Would you throw him in the firing line at Old Trafford? Let me know in the comment section. What would you do? Would you throw Holding right in, straight there? Or would you just leave him out? Don't want to mess him up mentally, but, he's fine. You know what I mean? He has come out and he has spoken about it. There was a documentary on Arsenal's YouTube channel, if you don't know. Check that out. And he actually talks you through some of the rehab. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, Rob Holding. I don't know, man. I'm when I do the preview for Manchester United, the preview video, I'll let you know. We'll talk about Man United at the end of the video, like I said. So let's get into our summer signing, the left back from Celtic, Kieran Tierney, the Scotsman. I have to say, I'm impressed with this kid. I am impressed. I was hyped from the moment we were even linked with him. It was waiting and we finally got our man. And yeah, he came with an injury. He's come back from surgery, and then, you know what I'm saying? He's been training, played the Wolves game 2-2 that ended in the for the under-23s. And I have to say, man, a lot of fans are buzzing about Kieran Tierney. I'm buzzing about Kieran Tierney. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had I have to say, it's a big statement for, a lot of people have said this. I was just about to say this, but I'm going to call my jets here, because a lot of us Arsenal fans, not everyone, but some of us, because we see something exciting that we haven't seen in such a while. Do you know what I mean? Let's face it, you got teams like City and Liverpool doing their thing. Tottenham were doing their thing for a bit. Do you know what I mean? Man United's got players, but they're not really playing so well. Like, the quality of players that they have. Do you know what I mean? And defensively, let's be real. But for us, it hasn't really been the best. And especially in the left-back situation. I mean, the last left-back to ever grace us came out of our youth system, decided to move to Chelsea and started winning some major trophies. Yes, he did win some trophies with us, let's be real, but it is what it is. And I'm talking about Ashley Cole. So, Kieran Tierney, no, he didn't come from the youth system, but he has some pedigree in winning trophy. He has a winning mentality. Of course, it is the Scottish League, but you can't discredit Celtic and the Scottish League. Let's be real, it's a different league. Yeah, we know the Premier League is proven. Now, can he prove himself in the Premier League? Well, that remains to be seen. But talking on his performance yesterday, he was getting up the flanks, getting back when it's needed to. He prided himself on defence. And I'm going like this because we've been complaining consistently about Kolasinac's crosses, his end product, and we didn't see any of that in Kieran Tierney. So I'm excited about Kieran Tierney, and I can't wait for him to actually get into the Arsenal squad. Hopefully against Manchester United, but you know, we'll find out. Let's be real. He had less of a serious injury compared to the likes of Hector Bellerin, but it is what it is. So let's get into the midfield. Lucas Torreira, finally, you are playing holding midfield. Finally, we've been begging and asking questions. Why, Unai? Why? When we complain about the likes of the Arsenal captain, well, temporary captain, well, it is what it is, guys. He's got the band on. Do you know what I mean? We all hope it's not going to be him long term, but it is what it is. Granit Xhaka, Torreira was there. Torreira was holding. Torreira was getting into tackles. Torreira did push forward at certain times, but Torreira got back. Torreira defended. Torreira, thank fuck, Torreira. Woo, that was a lot. But regardless of that, it was nice to see Torreira in his normal position, defending, breaking down the play, doing what he does, cutting out. Do you know what I mean? Like, Unai, you're seeing this. And you're seeing the poor form of Xhaka. You're hearing the fans. You're hearing us. Do the right thing and play Torreira holding mid. If not, put Chambers there. If you really want to put AZ Maitland-Niles at right back, who we all been criticising, and he even criticised himself about that. So it is what it is. But anyways, as I digress, let's get on to the next player in the superstar that's coming out of the academy, Joe motherfucking Willock. This guy is going to be promising, explosive. The amount of times this guy likes to literally just start and run out of nowhere. Like, he'll try and literally win the ball back in areas that, you know, most players won't even try. Some midfielders we've had in the past look uncomfortable. Joe Willock looks confident as hell. This guy looks like he's been in the first team consistently in the last couple seasons. No, that's not true. Do you know what I'm saying? So for him to come out in this game showing a lot of confidence, showing Unai Emery why he should be playing against Manchester United. And remember, these players are proving themselves to Unai on why they should be in the starting. It's as simple as that. That's what you got to do when you're the second team and you're playing in cup competitions. You got to tell the manager, listen, I need to be playing above Guendouzi or your Sabias or Tourette. Do you know what I'm saying? For example. But Joe Willock, man, keep going, brother. Keep going. I like this kid. This kid, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be talking about this guy for years at Arsenal. And I can't wait to see what else he's got installed in the future. So, bringing on to, and of course he did get a goal. I can't rule that out. I can't forget that, man. That was a good goal. I'm so happy you got that goal. And he needs to take, every time he gets a goal, he needs to be pushing it. And even, and you know what? It's even funny I said that, because even after his goal, he was still going back for more. The hunger. And that's what I want to see in my midfielders. The hunger, the desire to play for Arsenal Football Club. And that will make a good midfielder. So Southgate, keep your eyes open on Joe Willock. Anyways, enough of him, me being his agent. Emile Smith-Rowe, unfortunately for him, I mean, he was doing okay until he got he had to come off. He got a knock to the head, And, there was a report coming out saying he did have a slight concussion. So all the best with Emil Smith-Rowe, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. And we hope to see him back soon, because this is another kid that is promising. So get well soon, Emil. Reece Nelson, I mean, he had an indifferent game. There's been times in the game, I feel like, okay, we're going in, like he's cutting in, he's driving at defenders. But there's times where he kind of laps. He's a bit indecisive at times. And then there was this one incident where, like, you gotta control the ball differently, bro, and then put your foot out. I mean, it was a high ball. He put his foot out. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, and he literally hit the defender. Luckily, he didn't injure the defender or anything. But Reece, you gotta be careful. Do you know what I mean? And I seen a lot of people come out and like give Reece Nelson a lot of stick. Some, I can be like, from my personal opinion, I can be like, yeah, he does need to work on his attitude a little bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is part of the problem why Unai is kind of missing. Going for Saka. Do you know what I mean? Who's supposed to be under him. Do you know what I mean? But in development stages, we're seeing Saka like really pushing Nelson, saying, "Hey, bro, I'm here too." You know what I'm saying? So again, it's competition. Reece, you've got to step up, bro. You have to keep consistent. But I'm fucking happy you got your first Arsenal goal yesterday. Regardless of that, keep your head up. And, bro, I'm sure you will break into the first team if you stay consistent and just stay on your game, bro. But no problems with Nelson. Do you know what I'm saying? Other than that, stretch for the tackle. But it is what it is. So, going on to the captain... Well, the starting captain, of course, Mesut Ozil, who we've hardly seen this season. And within the first half, let's be real. In the first half, he was all right. He was doing his thing. You know what I mean? He's just trying to dust off the cobwebs, if that's the case. If that's what you want to call it. But in the second half, he just, I don't know, man. He just looked like he was overplaying it. Could he be bothered? A lot of people have come out and said he just didn't look bothered. And I'll be honest, he kind of looked like he didn't look bothered. We all know there's problems between him and Unai Emery. We all know that. There's been the last season, I covered it in most of my videos. You can go check my end of review video, and I even covered it a little bit more in depth on that one. So make sure you check that out. But again, like, to me, I even said it in a previous video this season. I'm starting to believe this could be the end of Mesut Ozil. I mean, he's consistently getting frozen out of the team. Tactical reasons why he's out. We know what happened with him and Kolasinac. I get that. You know what I mean? He was left out the side for a bit. But Kolasinac came back. We've been seeing Kolasinac for a bit. Do you know what I mean? We ain't seen much of Ozil. We've seen more Ceballos. Ceballos is on loan. Do you know what I'm saying? So, again, what's going on with Ozil? Does he want to be here? Is it Unai Emery? We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with Mesut Ozil. Will Mesut Ozil even start at Manchester United? That's another question. But overall, man, I just think Ozil just... I don't know, man. It's an indifferent game. 1 minute he looked all right. Next minute he just... I don't know, man. I don't know about Ozil, man. I don't know. And last season I was criticising them. I've been criticising Ozil for the longest. I've been real. Like, do you know what I mean? And I still criticising them getting back in terms of getting back and helping the defence. Because sometimes he does it, which is good because we never fucking see that. But it's Ozil, man. We know what we're going to get. But it is what it is with Ozil. And, pardon me, our striker. Man, oh man. This kid, again, what is up with Arsenal? We seem to be getting these strikers. And I'm loving it. It's fucking beautiful, man. The young kid that Barcelona had a look at, they didn't penetrate. Manchester United had a look at, they definitely didn't penetrate. Arsenal took the chance, and it looks like we have got a player under our hands. I'm talking about young Gabriel Martinelli. Guy looks good. He's a young kid. He's learning his trade. He was just doing whatever he can. He was just taking on big players. He's quite a small guy, but listen, he's got a lot of confidence. He's got a lot of spirit. And Unai Emery even come out in his press conference said he felt he had a perfect game. For me, I have to say, for a young kid that's coming to a country that, you know, that projects football. Let's be real, the Premier League's the best league in the world. We know that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why the Premier League is broadcasted in so many different countries. It's unreal. Do you know what I mean? Most teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Like, those teams have made themselves over the last 10, 20, 30 years and projecting themselves across the globe. Do you know what I mean? Week in, week out. City is... City. Forget City. But anyways, regardless of that, the Premier League is where it's at. Do you know what I mean? And Martinelli coming from Brazil, young kid, idolized Cristiano Ronaldo, and you know all the talk about Ronaldo and the Piers Morgan interview and the Arsenal talk that had Ronaldo at the back and how Ronaldo was so close. I mean, look, it is what it is. It would have been lovely to have Cristiano Ronaldo at Arsenal, but would it have been the same Cristiano Ronaldo that we see now? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. We don't know. You don't know. But history went how history went. We have Martinelli. I'm not calling him the new CR7. He wants to be CR7, but in his own way. I support that fully. And with the goals, man, the header was fucking superb. But the last goal as well, to have the courage to just literally take on about 3 players and just to bend it from outside the box, click the post right into the top corner. Fucking excellent goal. If you haven't seen it, go on my Instagram there. Like I said, links at the bottom of the description. You can check the goal up there. Let me know what you think. But awesome game for Martinelli. Awesome game. My man of the match was always going to be Callum Chambers. 3 assists. Fantastic game. Unai Emery, look at Chambers again, because a lot of us aren't happy with his defence, as we all know. Chambers has kept 3 clean sheets. Anyways, enough being an agent. Let's look at the substitutions. Saka had to come off at Emil Smith-Rowe when he went down with a head injury. Saka was lighting it up. It's as simple as that. Saka was lighting it up. Bukayo Saka has a big, bright future at Arsenal. I see it. Like, I mean, Unai Emery is picking him over Reece Nelson. Do you know what I'm saying? Who we've been talking about Reece Nelson for a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Saka comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh my God, this kid is crazy. I've heard Martin Keough come out on during the Frankfurt match, and he even said, like, they've gone out and spent 72 mil on Nicolas Pepe, but Bukayo Saka from the youth academy looks 10 times better. That's crazy. So for Bukayo to come out and do his thing on a regular occasion right now, it's beautiful to see. He has a bright future, trust me, and I'm fucking happy to see it at Arsenal. So let's move on to our next player, the returning Hector Bellerin. It was such a beautiful moment to see Bellerin come back. He's been working his arse off to get back. I mean, he wasn't even scheduled to be ready yet. I'm sure originally he wasn't even supposed to be back until probably sometime in October. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're halfway into September. We're nearly at the end of September now. Crazy. But Bellerin, lovely to see him get back on. Got a big roar when he come on the pitch. And even Arsenal even posted up on their Instagram earlier. It took him 57 seconds to come on the pitch and literally get an assist. It's as simple as that. Come on for Tierney, who had a wicked game, and within moments he got an assist. And now a lot of people haven't clocked this, but the man that we've been burying for the longest, Squadron Mustafi, was the one to lay it on the plate for Bellerin to even make that move. I mean, you know, I gotta give props to Mustafi for even doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know he just passed it, but you know, to give Bellerin a chance to even do something tonight. We saw Rob Holding get his goal. We saw Tierney do wonders. I mean, Chambers was moving like a madman. Martinelli was moving. I mean, come on. Willock. Nelson. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I am fucking excited for the future, dog. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I'm excited for the future. And Danny Ceballos, come on. Didn't really do much. Game was pretty much done out by then. He did have a shot. You know, it did come close. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So, let's talk about the Manchester United game coming up next Monday a little bit. And I'm going to do a video preview coming up this weekend. So, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And I mean, right now, a lot of people been on the internet. A lot of people been talking. A lot of people been saying, oh, yeah, Old Trafford, we never win there, which is true. We ain't won there in such a long time. I mean, FA Cup wise, all right, cool. But that was still a long time ago. Do you know what I'm saying? The Premier League, I mean, that was what? Almost 13 years ago when we last won at Old Trafford. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Every time we go there, it's always a weird, eerie game. I mean, after the 8-2 loss that year, like, I mean, it's just been forever eerie. Do you know what I'm saying? And since then, both teams have been, do you know what I'm saying? No one's won a Premier League title. United's won the Europa League. We've won 3 FA Cups. I mean, do you know what I mean? They won they won the League Cup, that too. But, I mean, come on. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And right now, Manchester United are not looking good at all. Let's be real. Do you know what I'm saying? And this would be the perfect opportunity for Arsenal to go up to Old Trafford, break the hoodoo, and get the 3 points. But the real question is, will Arsenal show up to Old Trafford, looking at Manchester United, knowing that the form that they're in, the negativity around Old Trafford and Manchester, right, around that area, and literally suck the life out of that stadium and just say, listen, Arsenal's here, and we're taking over. Now, a lot of us Arsenal fans want to believe that, and there are many out there that actually believe that we're going to do it. Me, I'm on the fence. I'm going to be 100%. And I'll go more in depth on my preview once that video is out. But it's what Arsenal you're going to get. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But guys, like I said, I'm going to give you another video on the Manchester United preview coming up this weekend. So guys, make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for checking this out. And guys, for the comments and for the shares and, you know, for the viewership, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Of course, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment. Let me know your feelings. And, of course, it's always a pleasure to give you another video. So, guys, have a good night and peace.